Good day, my beautiful friends. I am so excited to be making this video today. Normally I focus on a really healthy lifestyle, personal development, and spiritual expansion. A lot of you know that I went vegan at the beginning of the year, so I wanted to mix it up today and show you some of my favorite recipes. So what better way than having a little breakfast and lunch action? Normally I get started every day with a smoothie. This one is banana, peanut butter, spinach, soy milk, flax seeds, ice, a little bit of cinnamon, 1 drop each of grapefruit and wild orange. Those are the doTERRA brand and I love them. Normally I make enough to have maybe like 1.5 or 2 glasses full of this. Once I slurp it down, I usually dance around my kitchen a little bit, literally get this day started with a lot of gratitude and happiness. And then I start thinking about what the hey I'm gonna eat for the rest of the day. Food is literally all I think about, so today I think I'm going to make some mushroom gyoza, but I have to go to the store to do that. So, dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get ready to go to the store. I just have a few things to grab. This is going to be a super easy recipe. I'm going to start out by cooking 1 cup of jasmine rice to 1.5 cups of water, put my broccoli in a steamer basket and set that out to cook. So I'll do the filling for my dumplings. I have here about a tablespoon of sesame oil, and I'm really excited to make this because I think a lot of people actually think that making dumplings is more difficult than it actually is. So I shredded here about half a cabbage, and I have 1 bunch each of cilantro and green onion. I just put those in really simple with the sesame, and then I put in about a pinnet of mushrooms as well, maybe about 8 ounces or so. Everything's just really chopped up, and the only thing I'm going to use to season this is a tiny bit of salt. This spoon is ridiculously small, so it looks like a lot of salt, but I promise it's not. Just let that cook down a little bit, and it's going to reduce a ton. All the water from inside of the mushrooms and the cabbage is going to come out, and then we're ready to put our little dumplings together. I told you, this is really simple. Put about a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half of the filling in the dumpling, and just take water along 2 of the edges, pick them up, and press the 2 edges together. So you'll have like a little triangle, a little ravioli, and then you can just press in a little creasing motion those 2 pieces of the pasta, the dumpling, together. And then it makes a little purse or a pouch, and you can place that off to the side and repeat. It's really, really simple, a little bit time consuming, but I'm going to show you just a few times. So a teaspoon and a half of the dumpling mixture into the middle, take my water, run it along 2 of the edges, and then press the dry side and the wet side together. And this is really important to be able to get them to stick. You have to make sure that you have enough water, otherwise the purse is going to come undone whenever you steam the dumplings. That's another thing. With these dumplings, it's really nice because you can either make them the gyoza that are in sushi restaurants or things like that where there's a crispy underside, or if you wanted to, you could just place them in a steamed bath and have them all steamed. So there's no crispiness, you don't have to use any oil, you can make it as healthy as you want to. And then if you wanted to, you could even put these dumplings in a dumpling soup. So that would just be some vegetable broth, and cook them for 5 minutes. 2 edges, press them together, fold, 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 crease, 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 and just like that, it's done. So today I really wanted to fry them. Gyoza is like one of my favorite things ever. So I placed 7, yes, 7 is always the magical number, placed them in my little pan with the oil, and you want to wait until the oil is crispy. Otherwise the pasta will just soak up the oil and it won't get crispy. So this will take about 2 or 3 minutes, and you want to wait until it gets a golden bottom. Once you have a golden brown bottom, you can turn off the flame, pour a 1/4 cup of water and put the lid on so that the gyoza start to steam. Let them steam for 3 or 4 minutes without shaking the pan so that you don't mess up the crispy bottom. And then you can turn the flame back on, let the gyoza steam, and at the end of those 4 minutes, if the dumpling is not translucent and see-through, then put a little bit more water on and let it steam just a little while longer. You want to make sure that these are cooked through. And then we're just going to plate up. So put your jasmine rice and the broccoli in a pretty little bowl, and we can start to assemble the little dumplings. Obviously, I am an expert at this. Just kidding, it looks super messy. And I usually have between like 4 and 8 for a serving, but I really love gyoza. And I must say, normally I am not one to use a sauce that is already pre-made, but I really like the tereyaki from Trader Joe's. I just use a little tiny bit of the sauce and it provides a ton of flavor, tons of garlic, tons of ginger, and we are all done here. I told you this is a super simple meal, amazing for fast lunches, really quick dinners. It is absolutely delicious. You know I have to do a little taste test, and you can always sub out brown rice instead of the jasmine. You can swap up the vegetables, just use whatever's in your fridge and really allow yourself to get curious. This is a staple in my super healthy vegan household. If you love this video, be sure to leave me a comment and let me know you want to see more of them. Namaste, and I will see you in the next video.